behind the rings of memories, we walking the intricacies of my logic. No hands on my pocket, still got my hand on my. He more Malcolm than Martin, a bit more Baldwin than both. You need a cauldron for mixing soul in a soup. So many fish bowl can't cope. You cracking jokes about the soap. We more concerned with the truth. Burning the booth, these burning the wick at both ends. Fade to black, I'm ghosting in the light. Lately I've been waking up at night, trying to beat the day. Overconfident, I can't be each and every.
Room for the light. Lately I've been cut the cord to my bungee. You can be yourself, don't be shy.
Yeah.
Take your time, don't you?
I know and I know, but you heard what you heard, so you poked your head in, got suspicion confirmed. Been on my feet for miles, so my soul got some burn. Still is how you feel I'm up. If you can't hold me down, then you don't get the turn. Yeah, fame is less words, nothing sacred no more. Either take what you want or you make what you earn. If I do, I promise I'll pray for you first, like ooh. If you love me, grease my scalp with this, like ooh, yeah. What's the worst thing that can happen? Use the answer to relax.
For the light. Lately I've been cut the cord to my bungee. You can be yourself, don't be shy. Take your time, don't you rush things.
I need a big check that I can see. Big whips, big cribs, big everything I did. I done played big dudes, now I'm making big moves, and now that's a big mood. Had to step in big shoes. Guess they coming with a big make it. Wait, ay, just like that. I like everything big, little fall back. His face and I like a laundromat. At first they wasn't answering, but now they calling back. But I get it, I've been too committed, I done got it lit. I like honeys and I like them blue, like I'm but it's red up under my shoes. You know what these is? Paid the fees when I pay my dues. Let's see the biz. Big bank, big cake, I'm a straight. Now I'm doing everything I know your can't. Yeah, I'm little, my potential 6A. And you know I'm tryna get paid, so I need a big check that I can see. Big whips, big cribs, big everything I mean. Big mad cause they tryna do everything I did. I done played big dudes, now I'm making big moves, and now that's a big mood. Had to step in big shoes. Guess they coming with a big make it. Don't compare me to nobody, too much capping in it. I'ma look, I don't even need a caption on the pics. We be everywhere, you ain't never there. How you lit? You was good when I was down, and now I'm up. These sick, make them look every time we show up. This how you blow up, you got little money, you can trust us. We don't need your. You see this expensive, we pull up. Keep putting on an act, but just stop acting like you know us. This is big bank, big cake, I'm a straight. Now I'm doing everything I know your can't. Yeah, I'm little, my potential 6A. And you know I'm tryna get paid, so I need a big check that I can see. Big whips, big cribs, big everything I mean. Big mad cause they tryna do everything I did. I done played big dudes, now I'm making big moves, and now that's a big mood. Had to step in big shoes. Guess they coming with a big Make it.
Yeah. The ones that hit.
This is 2K Sports, broadcasting from Atlanta as the Hawks take it to the hardwood. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. The Hornets log another stop on their travel schedule in today's matchup. They're free-falling right now, piling up loss after loss. We'll see if they can bounce back.
Yeah, and they're going through right now one of those situations that's just difficult to deal with. Doubt begins to really creep in when the losses continue to mount, and then you can have splintering, which doesn't help the situation.
Oubre, good. And Greg, some players say they watch the standings. Others say they ignore them. Which side were you on?
You know, at times I did a little of both, but I typically wanted to watch, especially when my team was relevant. There was a couple of years where I had no desire at all to see where our team was because I knew we were pretty close to the bottom.
Here's Bridges. And it's sent back by Okongwu. And here's Young. Averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. Nice step back to get it off.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Back to Rozier. Driving to the basket. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, I tell you what, Rozier is a guy who doesn't back down. Matter of fact, this guy will take a hit and keep on ticking.
Bridges with it, guarded by Hunter. And Capella sends it back. And he gets it back. Clock at 6. Now, here's Ball. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. Young taking his time here. The three. Herder, no good. Here's Rozier. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
One of the things coaches like is aggressive players, and Rozier is that in spades.
Well, a lot of people were nervous about Rozier's contract. Signed for big money with the Hornets, but he has more than earned it.
You know, at the time, a lot of fans thought it was too much for him, Greg, but to Rozier's credit, he's improved since he inked that deal, and now it's looking like a cap-friendly contract.
Here's Capella. Paxton coming off the assist from Young.
Sheer power there from Capella. Not an easy guy to contain when he's going up with the shot.
Here's Rozier.
2 minutes.
The three. He can't get it to go. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
1:37 left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Young, no good. Hornets leading by 4. Here's Ball. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
Already in his career, we've seen the numerous ways in which Ball can score. He's got a lot in his package.
And one thing about LaMelo, Clark, you can't ignore the size he has at his position.
You know, he's 6'7", Kevin, so that's big for a point guard, and it allows him to see over defenses, and I also think it helps him as a rebounder. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Sinks the three-pointer.
So smooth shooting the rock. Young trusts his shot from any distance.
Ball. Rebounded by Capella.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
To the left wing. The Hawks working the ball around. For three, Hunter. Hornets with the rebound. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And the Hawks with possession here. They trail by 3. Young outside. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Pass to Hunter. For 3. And Trae Young hits from deep. Young's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Atlanta. Tie game in Atlanta. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
Now, here is Young. His last outing, he had 24 points. In the corner, Herter with it. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up from the top of the key. Young's shot is off.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And Hayward with the stuff.
I love the change of pace you see from Hayward. It makes him hard to defend off the dribble.
Young from outside. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
That's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Young outside. Pass to Herter. From the arc. Paxton coming off the assist from Young. Herter's got the lead up to 2 now for Atlanta. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And now here comes Okongwu leading the break. Here's Young. 11 points in the game. It's tipped. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Atlanta Hawks are back. Last season, they won the Southeast Division for the first time in 6 seasons. With quality players at every position, things are starting to gel. Trae Young said, "This feels good. We just have a lot of belief in each other." Guys, they are poised to be good for a long time.
Well, they've clearly made the turn, David. Thanks.
Taking 2 shots.
You know, Hayward, like a lot of NBA players, is a pretty serious gamer in his free time off the court.
And you know what, Kevin? There are some people that think video games help with your hand-eye coordination. I'm not sure if that's the case or not, but I do know there are worse ways to rest up and keep yourself ready for the next real game than what Hayward was doing.
And you look at some of the most unbreakable records in NBA history, Clark. Scott Skiles with 30 assists in 1 game. Who's going to beat that?
That's a hard one to top. I mean, 30 dimes in one game, I mean, that is just amazing. One, you got to pass it well, and two, you got to have great shooters around you. Westbrook had a game with 24 assists last year, but that's still a far cry from 30. I think that may very well be an untouchable record, Kevin.
Now, here is Young after Terry Rozier's miss. Young's shot is off. Here's Oubre. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hawks?
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. It sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities. And Kelly Oubre, the new face on the Hornets, was hoping to get a bigger deal in free agency. The market, though, just not there for him. Ended up with a 2-year deal in a situation where he feels he can show his work.
Well, I tell you, Bridges is doing a nice job there, and his teammates appreciate when he looks to get them involved.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
At the top of the key, Capella to the right side. Hunter, no one around him. Connects from three-point range. Hunter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Rozier for 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
And I like the ball move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Oubre with it, and guarded by Capella. They get the rebound, and Capella sends it back.
Boy, the timing Capella has on the defensive end, outstanding. Terrific at knowing exactly when to go up for those blocks.
Now here's Williams. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. To the paint. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Rozier showing you nice feel for recognizing that one of his guys was wide open and got him the ball.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
And Williams, here we go. Hawks passing it around. Hunter for 3. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. .19 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And Ball slams it in.
Well, that sudden burst by Ball is so effective. Zipping in before the defense can react.
Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Here's Ball. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's Atlanta. They lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. The Hawks leading by 5. Young outside. From outside the arc. The shot comes out. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. And Ball slams it in.
Well, you look at Ball, and I really think he excels more in the open court than he does in the half court.
For 3, Hunter buries it from three-point range. Hunter's got 6.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 4 this quarter.
and it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And that's his first personal foul.
And with LaMelo Ball, this team struck gold. Exactly what the Hornets needed. Great production and a face of the franchise type of talent.
You know, Greg, thinking about LaMelo and this team, he's got the fans here in Charlotte excited.
And Kevin, let's be honest here for a moment. The Hornets haven't had a lot of luck in the draft. Finally, they knocked one out of the park, and the fans are ecstatic.
A three-pointer is right on target. Herter's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Pass to Hunter. For the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. And it's an 8-point Hawks lead.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
The offensive rebound. And the dunk by Capella.
Hey, you got to put a body on Capella. I mean, he's a tenacious offensive rebounder and does a nice job using his body.
Ball. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Inside. Capella at the elbow. Pass to Herter. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Hornets trail by 8. Out left to the wing. Here's Ball. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
You know, possessing outstanding height at his position, Ball excels at using that size and his body control to convert through contact.
Atlanta leading by 5. Young from outside. And the 3 ball is good. Young's got 19 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
That one falls.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing. Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
Now, here is Young. 19 points in the game.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
That one goes. Count it.
Nick Richards.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Here's Hunter. Scoring the basket by LaMelo Ball. Bob pass to Capella. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hunter.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
51 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively. Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Here's Young after Terry Rozier's basket. Hits the 3-point bomb.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Rozier with the ball. He's got 6. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Clint Capella.
You know, Rozier is known as an energy guy, but he's also a talented scorer who has a real hunger to continue to improve.
First one falls for him. He doesn't get the second one. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Hawks lead by 2. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Here's Bridges, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
To take the lead. Rebound by the Hawks. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. And here's Young from the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Young's got 25 points.
You know, you see Young's eyes light up when the break is on. Solid at scoring in transition.
Now Rozier. 4 on the clock. Here's Hayward. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And it's hard to believe that Gordon Hayward has been playing for over a decade in the NBA. Now a seasoned vet, firmly in the second half of his career.
Charlotte making a switch here. Both good from the line that time. And Hayward has had a bit of a career renaissance lately, looking more and more like his old self.
And Kevin, it's just great to see him playing at this level again. I think it's testament to how much he loves the game of basketball, as well as how badly this guy wants a chance to win a championship.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Capella with the bucket.
Capella's a capable scorer from the interior. Nice job there.
And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up to the Charlotte Hornets. Here's Rozier. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And every year, Terry Rozier seems to get better. Specifically, Greg, becoming a more efficient and lethal scorer.
I mean, he's improving his percentages over the years, especially his three-point shooting. When he came into the league, was not a threat from deep. Now, you have got to honor that outside shot.
Charlotte making a switch here. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Back to Herter. Pass to Young. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And Paul slams it in.
Boy, he's an incredible ball handler at 6'7". LaMelo can get space for his shot practically anytime he wants to.
Young outside. Hunter on the wing. Young, right side. From deep. A rebound by Washington. Charlotte leading by 3.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And here is Rozier.
Atlanta foul.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Rozier doing a nice job working himself through contact to draw the foul.
It's the first that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. It's Okongwu, top of the key. Hawks passing it around. Young from outside. And they recover it. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington.
Even though he's not the tallest power forward, Washington does have good bounce and a long reach. Plays bigger than he is.
To the inside. Here's Okongwu. No good with the layup. And so here's Charlotte. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. On the wing. Kept alive. Doubled by Okongwu. Oubre outside. 5 on the clock. Left side, Ball. Over Young. Charlotte again missing.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it. No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Offensive rebound. Pass the ball. The second chance effort. Goes up again. And the layup is good. And the Hornets lead by 6.
Well, I tell you, you look at Washington's motor and his effort, a lot to like about both. I mean, he uses his length and instincts to do a good job on the glass.
It's good from beyond the arc.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
Pass to Washington. Trying to find Ball. He gets it to him. Over Young. No good there. And so it's the Hornets who come out on top. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the...
I've been all alone, ain't never need nobody else. I'm at the top floor. Off the shelf, wish I